Alright, welcome to the Aoki Files. Of course, this is Steve Aoki, and I'm sitting here with I Wish I. Actually, a band that really started with Dim Mak back in there's a second release. So it was in 1997 that we released the I Wish I Fahrenheit album. And, obviously we have a long history with these guys. I've been friends with them for quite some time, and they've rocked the pickle patch. Was like 98 with supporting Fahrenheit. It's crazy. It's like 97 and 2012 right now, 2013, and releasing the second album, the follow-up. So I remember getting the call from Gabe, and he's like, "Hey, so we're working on this new I Wish I album." I just like literally dropped whatever I was holding, and I was just so excited to hear it. And then you guys sent me all the demos. Joe, you're sending me demos like, "Yo, check this out, check this out." I mean, I was just completely blown away, and I'm so proud and happy to be releasing this album. It's fucking incredible work of art. It's just it's a great. It's like bringing back, something that I remember, like bringing back memories that got me excited from Fahrenheit. I mean, Blessed and Delivered, and those tracks like that. These are records that I want to bring back to all the Dim Mak world, the kids that are listening to all the Dim Mak stuff now. I want you guys to hear some of the history of Dim Mak by listening to like a band like I Wish I and their new album that's gonna be out in 2013, starting with their single Ideolossia. So let's just get to it. Here we are with I Wish I, and basically we'll start off like, why did you guys get back together after all these years?
Well, we were actually approached by a friend of ours that was putting out a compilation, and they had found out that we were kind of playing some shows here and there, and they said, "Well, hey, would you like to do a song for our compilation?" So we actually hadn't written material since the 90s, so this was kind of like our first stab at writing music again. And so we kind of sat up, we were in Joey's room, and we kind of just started throwing around ideas, and that was actually the song that we sent you. It was My Telepathy, which will be on the new record. And it was just a really organic process. Everything just flowed like it was fucking 1995 again. And all we can say is, dude, we're stoked to be back with Dim Mak and happy to make that full circle.
That's awesome. That's like
we just stayed friends.
That's awesome.
We just wanted to hang out. Yeah, we just wanted to hang out more. Really.
Let's go down the line, introduce yourselves and what you guys do in the band.
Jay, play guitar. June, I play bass and sometimes scream. Nate, play drums.
Joe, and I play guitar. Sing vocals.
Sweet. Let's get into this album. I mean, let's start off with the single Ideoglossia. I remember hearing that back in the day. That was one of my favorite songs, and I'm glad that you guys reworked it, readapted it, and made it sound as big as it is. So, tell us about this song Ideoglossia.
Well, yeah, I mean the version that everybody heard for the last decade was really just meant to be a demo. So we're glad to finally just put the polish on it, and I still think it's a great song. It was written a long time ago, but we got to produce it today for an actual release. It was never really released. We just let it out into the world because we figured, why the hell not? But it was a demo, really. That was originally recorded. So
yeah, we had actually recorded 4 songs just before. We never really broke up. We just kind of went on to pursue other things, whether it was music or careers. So these songs never really saw the light of day. And of course, you remember Ideoglossia from playing in the Pickle Patch. It was one of our favorite songs to play live and stuff. So I think it was great to be able to include it in this new batch of music. And there's a couple of other ones that we had written back in the 90s that made it on the record too. And surprisingly, they're all very current and still relatable to this day. So
Absolutely.
I think that's the thing about like why this like we decided to do this again. It's because it's always, like Jude said, just been like really organic. Like we were never a band that like got together and we're like, all right, yo, let's do a band like the Rolling Stones, or let's do a band like Fugazi, or we just got in a room and made noise like with each other, and it just kind of made this sound, naturally. Like we each play the particular instrument that we play in such a way that the chemistry, like, it's always just kind of been natural, and we don't argue when we write songs and stuff. It's like such a diplomatic process, and it's always just been fun. So that's why it was so easy for us just to get together again and hang out and write and jam, and it makes it easy, that particular aspect of it.
yeah, for sure.
And Ideoglossia, like as far as like the content of the song, it was actually a term I heard on a documentary about twins. When twins make up their own language when they're very young, and they like it can be this huge like vocabulary of terms that these just two people know the meaning of. I was just kind of drawn to that whole idea, as far as like being not close to someone and like understanding somebody else's mind that well. And the song is also about just like kind of like unconsciousness and dreaming and unconscious mind and what happens when you sleep.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about some of these other songs on the album, like Hello Sailor, Sanctified, Can You Believe, and anything else that you guys want to like mention.
Again, Can You Believe was one of those songs from the original batch of songs we wrote a while back, and it's almost eerie, the relationship that it has to you and this whole situation. The lyrics, it's almost strange how well that kind of fit the situation. Just being in that, we got back together and just asked, a chance to be heard on a massive level. We can't say thank you enough, to that effect. So, and Hello Sailor, in the second week of us producing the record, my dog died. So I wrote a song, and it had been actually written, but the lyrics came to be about this dog that I lost, and it was hard. I can't even really listen to the song.
Well, it's an epic song. I mean, I remember we were talking about like that one in particular. I'm just so happy to get this out, and I really want to get this album connected to all the people that check out my YouTube channel, and I want you guys to check out I Wish I. These guys are incredible musicians.
It's so rad to hear you say that right now, Steve, but I am so stoked because we know how busy you've been, man, and it's just like, you are like, conquering the fucking world and shit right now, and like, we're just like, doing our thing, and just like, I'm just kind of thinking, sometimes like, damn, I wonder if Steve liked the record. So awesome, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much, man.
It's great. I'm really happy. How do people find out about I Wish I? What's your Facebook, Twitter? What's all your ways that you're connected to everyone in the world?
We're not very media or social media savvy, but we do have a Facebook page. So what is it? I Wish I Music.
It's I Wish I. And then we've got the Instagram, which is I Wish I Music. We've got Twitter, which is I Wish I Music, and then
iwishimusic.com.
Yep, iwishimusic.com.
And the
Facebook. You
is...
gotta realize we had our name before the internet, so.
Oh yeah, and we had our name before those other fucking bands did too.
So, okay, let's get this straight. The Facebook is I Wish I. Here is the Aoki Files with a special guest, I Wish I. fucking,
Yeah, for sure.
fucking awesome. Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.